Get you updated on our grain trade, and we'll start with the corn market. And on the big board today, with the quotes provided by Bar Chart, we're going to take a look at how the market is reacting to all the data that we have been getting from USDA here recently. The corn market is actually a penny and a half lower on September right now, and it's trading at 329.5 per bushel. And we have the new crop December contract at 343 3/4 per bushel. That would be down a penny. It's a little bit concerning just because of the fact, well, we have had a rally here for about 4 days straight, but we had some overnight export sales, and we had 2 sales of corn overnight, and yet we're trading lower anyway. So technicians will look at that and kind of raise an eyebrow. We had a sale overnight of 195,000 tons of corn to China. We had 130,000 tons of corn sold to unknown destinations. And then we had a sale of 130,000 tons of soybeans to unknown destinations overnight as well. Let's see what soybeans are doing. And we'll switch over there. Currently on the soybean trade with these quotes provided by Bar Chart, September is up a penny and a half at 9.14 per bushel. November up a half at 9.15 3/4. Switching over to our wheat, in the wheat in Chicago, September is now down 7. Wow, 509.5 is the last trade per bushel. In Kansas City, you have the September down 5 1/4 at 432, and in the Minneapolis market, this is spring wheat. It's actually higher. September 2 3/4 cents higher at 507 3/4 per bushel. Of course, that is in harvest mode. The other 2 complexes, they are basically done with harvest. I want to go to the Mid-Atlantic region and visit with our regular contributor, Ben Hushon of the Mill in Whitehall, Maryland. Ben, thanks for joining us here. What's going on weather-wise in your part of the country here today and ag-wise?
Good morning, Marlin. I want to start out briefly, let the folks in the Midwest know the ag community in the Mid-Atlantic continues to send prayers and thoughts out to the folks from that horrific storm. On the flip side, and this is the way Mother Nature and agriculture works, Marlin, since we last talked, we've been blessed with almost tremendous, almost perfect weather, tremendous weather, just enough rain, much cooler temperatures, especially in the morning. Quite frankly, Marlin, you walk out the door, you're kind of hesitating, going, do I need a light jacket or long sleeves or not? So beautiful weather here the last week.
What are the farmers up to these days?
Well, they're doing a lot of different things depending on where they're at. I know locally, one of the things everybody talks about pretty much nationally, actually, agronomically, we know that applying fungicide on corn at tassel has got a great ROI. As I've talked to you before, we're a little unique here in the Mid-Atlantic region, lots of houses. So therefore, the airplane folks will not come fly crops. Again, too many houses, too many communities. The helicopters, certainly much more maneuverability, still have to deal with the houses, but a little easier to do. But they definitely tend to stick to the very large blocks of ground, which makes sense. The the challenge that farmers continue to try to overcome is how to get some of that ROI with fungicide on corn. So for the viewers, I sent in an almost live, a video from about an hour ago, some later planted corn and tassel that farmer is kind of challenged with, hey, can you come see what this will do? Certainly not ideal for a standard ground rig, but seems to be typical farmer, always trying to increase yield and obviously increase the bottom line.
Wow, that's fascinating to watch a machine go through corn that tall like that. Well, thank you for sharing, and I appreciate the update on what's going on with ag in that region this week. And Ben, look forward to our talk next week as well. Ben Hushon of the Mill in Whitehall, Maryland, joining us with a look at ag conditions right now. We'll pause and we'll come back, and I'll get you updated on our livestock trade next.